So today we're looking at well, something of a contradiction coming out of the automotive world.
Yeah.
Toyota's bringing a new dedicated electric vehicle to Australia, the CHR BEV. And on one hand, the engineering looks incredible, a total overhaul.
But on the other hand,
The timeline, mid-2027, it feels glacial.
we need to unpack the hard details of this CHR BEV, that's battery electric vehicle, and figure out if this marks a real acceleration of their EV commitment.
Especially after the, let's say, lukewarm reception for the BZ4X.
Exactly. And you should know, this new CHR is set to sit right alongside the BZ4X in their lineup.
So, given the BZ4X really struggled with range and efficiency, what's the first thing in the CHR that shows Toyota actually learned its lesson? Let's start with the architecture.
It all starts with the foundation. The CHR is built on the dedicated ETNGA electric vehicle platform.
And that's key, right? This isn't an adaptation of a gas car.
Not at all. This is a purpose-built EV skeleton, and that architecture is really optimized for battery integration and efficiency.
And efficiency is the magic word for range. It sounds like they're swinging hard against range anxiety this time.
Oh, absolutely. The Australian spec models are targeted to have a 74.7 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery.
All right.
That powers a front-mounted motor, puts out a solid 165 kilowatts and 269 newton meters of torque.
But the big number, the range.
The targeted driving range is well over 500 kilometers.
Wow. So that 500-click target, that's a direct answer to the biggest criticism of the BZ4X.
It is. It's a huge strategic correction.
And it seems like they focus on the little details that feed into that, too. I'm looking at the design, that hammerhead concept. It's got a drag coefficient of 0.26
Yeah, which is very, very slippery.
And that's not just for looks.
No, that low CD isn't some engineering flex. It means less energy wasted fighting the air, which directly helps them hit that 500-kilometer range. And the utility, the charging, it's finally looking competitive.
How competitive?
We're talking DC fast charging from 10 to 80% in just 30 minutes. And it's supported by battery preconditioning.
Okay, so it can actually hit those speeds reliably. They've also given drivers more control, I see. The paddle shifters for regenerative braking.
Right. You can set 4 different levels. So if you're an urban driver, you can really dial that in to maximize how much energy you get back when you slow down.
So mechanically, technologically, the CHR seems like a complete reset for Toyota's EV image. But this brings us to the real deep dive here. The strategy. The car seems brilliant, but if they've solved the problems, why are they waiting until mid-2027 to actually sell it here?
And that is the critical tension. Toyota is pitching this as part of their multi-pathway approach.
Right, the idea that it's perfect for the stylish urban SUV buyer, and it complements the new RAV4 plug-in hybrid.
Which is arriving much sooner, next year. And if you connect the dots, it really suggests a matter of prioritization.
The plug-in hybrid comes first because it aligns with their current strengths.
Exactly. Meanwhile, this dedicated BEV that fixes their past mistakes gets pushed way out to 2027. And this is where the market criticism comes in.
Which is?
That despite the strong specs, the lack of firm pricing in that delayed timeline suggests Toyota is, and I'm quoting here, in no hurry to help Australians buy EVs.
So why would a company with such a reputation for engineering excellence drag its feet?
It's purely commercial. It's just business. Toyota is still immensely profitable with its hybrids and its internal combustion engine, or IC vehicle.
They're cash cows.
They're cash cows. Many analysts believe they're deliberately milking those profitable sectors while the EV market matures. They launched the CHR just late enough to meet emissions targets, but not so early that it eats into their current sales.
So to bring this all together for you, the listener, what we have is a technically impressive, dedicated EV platform in the CHR. It seems to address every shortcoming of its predecessor.
Especially range and charging speed, yes.
But that mid-2027 timeline, it feels more like strategic reluctance than real market leadership.
And that leaves you with the big question. Considering the CHR's high-tech features and the fact that Toyota is already so trusted because of their hybrids, how much of that trust will translate into a willingness to pay a premium for their BEV?
Especially when pricing is finally revealed, closer to 2027.
Right. And will the competition have moved on too far by then? That's really the question for the market to answer.